How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the Positive Mindset Podcast, where we come together to raise our vibration, lift our perspective, and build that positive mindset. My name is Henry, and I'm so thankful to have each and every one of you here today because in this episode, we're going to talk about the positive mindset, what that's like, what it feels like, and how it would change your life for the positive. But before we get started, we're going to take a few moments to slow down, zero in. We're going to take some deep, healing, meditative breaths to help us align on the frequency that we want in our lives. So pick a word, be love, joy, happiness, abundance, whatever frequency you want. And we're going to take a deep breath in. And as you're breathing in, you're going to say this word over and over and over again, really charge yourself up with that energy. And then as you're holding your breath, visualize yourself doing something in that frequency. Once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take a deep breath in. And out. We're going to take another deep breath. This one's about alignment, about getting ourselves in receiving mode so we can receive the message that we need to hear to get us in that positive state. So just imagine that you are surrounded by the most healing, uplifting energy that's meant specifically for you. It could have a certain color, a certain taste, a certain smell, however you imagine it. And when you breathe it in, it's going to charge you up. It's going to break down negativity, the blocks, the weight, everything that's just been holding you back. And once you exhale, anything that no longer resonates with you will leave you and you'll be in a more positive state. So let's go ahead and take another deep breath in. And out. Well, before we get started, if there's something that you enjoy or take away from this episode, if you're on YouTube or Spotify, you can actually leave a comment below. Not only does it help me know what resonated with you, but somebody else might read that comment and it might inspire them to give this episode a listen. I want to make this the #1 mindset podcast in the world, and the best way to do that is together. So whether you leave a positive comment or share this with somebody, it means the absolute world to me, and I could never thank you enough. But let's dive into today's episode. So the positive mindset, what is that? What I want to say is this first, is that you have a mindset. Everyone is operating with a mindset. Now, what is the mindset? The mindset is the lens in which you perceive and receive the world. Think about your mind, or when we say mindset, as a pair of binoculars or something that you look through and it allows you to see certain things. If it's neutral, it might just see, neutral, what most people see. If it's negative, it will see what negative people see. And if it's positive, it will see what positive people see. A mindset is your filter. Now, how do you change it? How do you shift a mindset? It's not like just tuning something. You can't just look higher or look lower or, just say, hey, tune up my mindset. Mindset is adjusted by the frequency that you are existing in. If you want to change your frequency, you have to change your thoughts, what you say, and your actions. All three of those in different ways affect the frequency that you're in. If you raise your frequency, your positive mindset becomes more relevant. If you lower your frequency, you go into more of a negative frequency. And if you just exist as a normal mindset, then you will see and perceive as the people around you. You won't be different than them. You won't be more than, less than. You will just see and experience the world pretty much the same. So if you want that positive mindset, it starts with gratitude, connecting with positive thoughts. It starts with speaking positive words. I am great. I can do anything. I can achieve this. No matter what happens, I am always in a positive state. Things like that. The speaking. What conversations do you engage in? What do you listen to? It's the same. What you speak out and what you receive within is the same. If you're around people that speak negatively, even if you don't think that way, even if you don't engage, just by listening, frequency is frequency and it affects you. I know that you've had that feeling that someone's about to call you, then your phone rings. I know that you've been in a room and a certain person walks in and it changes the energy in the room. Your frequency is real. Energy is real. So pay attention to what you watch, what you say, what you hear, and what you think. And then most importantly is the action. The action is the sacrifice. The action is the gift. It's the commitment to something. When you say, I am healthy and I make healthy decisions, and then you wake up and you stretch in the morning, maybe do a little workout, whatever health is to you. When you do that, you are telling the universe, I don't just think this, I am this because I follow it with action. That's so powerful. Shift your frequency. That's what you have to understand, is that your mindset, as I said before, is how you see the world. But as you see, you will receive. If you're looking for a path to something different, become something different and you'll see a different path. The different path, the high frequency path, is not going to appear to somebody operating a lower frequency. Why do you think it is? Maybe you start a new job, you're doing something you haven't done before and you don't know a lot about it. So it seems very complicated. It doesn't seem like, getting from A to Z is difficult. But then somebody that's been doing it for 10, 15 years, very experienced, they handle something that you see them do that makes no sense to you with ease. They're able to get the answer right away. They're able to solve it quickly. They're able to get the result with no pressure, no sweat. They just do it so simply. It's because their frequency in that area is higher than yours. So when they go down to it, their mind in the frequency that it's operating, because it's done this over and over, will see the path forward. It's so available to them, but yet you can't see it at all. Does that mean the path isn't there when you're looking and it's only there when they are? No. The path is always there. You just can't see it because the frequency of your understanding, your belief in you, whereas they can because their frequency of understanding and their belief in them is so different because it's been reinforced over 10, 15 years or however long they've been doing it. The same is with every bit of experience you want to have. Money, love, joy, happiness. When they say that your new life is going to cost you your old one, it literally means that, because you won't be able to see your old one anymore. You can't. You cannot operate at two frequencies successfully. If you're going up and down, you're not going to move anywhere. You're going to be on this roller coaster of never becoming something fully. When you shift into that high frequency, when you become a positive mindseted individual, the old you no longer exists because you can't see it on the frequency that you're in. You cannot be in it. You cannot engage in it. You cannot exist in it because it feels so wrong. It feels so different than what you've become. You have the power to do this. Everybody does. Everybody is a powerful being that creates what they observe. You observe and create. You create and observe. That's what you do. You are so magnificently powerful and you don't even realize it. You're tuning into this because you might be hurting. You might be lost. You might be looking for something different and you don't realize it's within you, the change. The world is not as it is as you are. Like attracts like. Your perception is your reception. It's all saying the same things. As you are, you will experience. You cannot experience different than you are. So become what it is that you wish to experience. That's the purpose of life. The meaning of life is that life gives you meaning, and you give meaning to life. It's not to become a real estate developer. It's not to become president. It's not to become a famous actor. Those are just things that you can do on this experience. It's about giving meaning to self, finding love, making things brighter, expanding love. As they say, the universe is always expanding. Why would you not be a part of that force? For love to grow, the opposite has to exist. Because love can't exist without the opposite, because it has to be a choice. It's not true love if it's not a choice to be in it. If you're forced into the love frequency, because that's what everything is, that's limited. But if you can choose to be negative or positive, to experience lows or experience highs, then it's true love. Because you have the choice in your experience. Then it's real. That's your purpose. That's why you're here. That's why you have a mindset to shift in the first place. It's not your brain. It's not some corny thing that people talk about. It's the lens that allows you to see and receive. So level yourself up and become the rising tide that lifts all ships. Thank you so much for listening. I hope this episode was impactful and gave you a unique and positive perspective on how to shift your world. If you want to make sure you don't miss a single episode, make sure you subscribe to my email list. There's a link down below. It will keep you up to date with every single episode. And if you want to follow me on social media, there's my Instagram and TikTok down below. I appreciate all the follows there. And if you want to reach out, Instagram is the best way. I try to get back to everybody as soon as I can. So I love all the people that have said hi or let me know how the podcast is or just anything in general. And if you're looking for more, if you want to expand in health, wealth, and happiness, I have my group, Freedom Fundamentals. It's a powerful group. We are building the wealth from real estate. So if you want to understand that, it's a great place to go. But of course, there's the mindset piece. It's not just about what to do. It's who to be to achieve the things that you want. And we talk about there. We have calls twice a week that are a lot of fun. It's a great group of people. So if you want more information on that, just go ahead and message me on Instagram. That's definitely the best way. Well, thank you so much for listening. Have a great day. And I can't wait to talk to you next time.